Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door. Door should have come back to you with episode 6 of A Step Back, and today I came across something. So I'm actually on the hunt for Enderman. It became daytime, so I was wandering around, and I went up in this direction, and I just came across this, which is a Thaumcraft cult portal, I believe. Yeah, we'll see some cult people pop out of here. Not 100% sure. Alright, yeah, so these people are called Crimson Knights. Okay, come on. Even this armor's not doing too good against these guys. Come on. Alright, yeah, this armor's gonna need some, like, good stuff on it. We're gonna need some fire protection. Ooh, ow, my ears. Hold on. Alright, that hurts my ears. What are we looking at? Weather, maybe? Yikes, I don't even know. Blocks, we'll turn it all down. Alright, hold on. This guy's, like, setting stuff on fire here. Alright, I gotta run. I ain't equipped for this fight. I thought I was, but apparently I'm not. Here, get in the water. That might help us. What are they going to do against fire here? I wasn't expecting to be able to die here. Yeah, let's just stay under the water. Yeah, he can light us on fire, but he ain't going to be able to set us on fire here. Fully. Goodness gracious. Alright, so this was kind of a test to this armor a little bit. The armor's not that great. I'm pretty sure it's like the best armor we can get as of current, but it's not doing too good for us, huh? So it can take a little bit of hits from Divine RPG creatures. I've been getting hit left and right from them, but I think we're definitely going to have to look into getting some sort of protection. Blast protection, fire protection, a few other protections probably, because goodness gracious, these guys did a lot of damage. Projectile protection. Basically all the protections, right? Just so we can actually survive anything. Alright. Come on. Alright, and we grabbed the book, right? Alright. Don't want to do that again. Goodness. That really did hurt. Alright. So yeah, we'll keep this on us. That's some Thaumcraft stuff. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to record the episode yet, but yeah, that happened. Kind of a actual good test against the armor here. And it shows how not really prepared we are for anything. So, I think I'm going to head back to the base. I've been trying to find Enderman to get Ender Pearls, but it's not happening. Like, I haven't seen a single Enderman. So, I'll be back in a bit. If I do find any Enderman, of course, I'll get them taken care of. I think we might need to look at enchanting. Kind of get towards that, honestly. Because if we can get enchanting, sharpness, looting, all that stuff would be fantastic. Of course, we can't put any of that on here. You can't enchant any of the Tinker stuff, and I'm pretty sure you can't enchant the actual Constructor's Armory. That's why you have the modifiers. So yeah, see, you can do that. But here, there is no anvil or anything. It actually just wouldn't let you pull up anything. So, with that in mind, we're going to have to definitely get different reinforcements on this. Alright, Divine RPG needs to chill. What in the world is this thing? A Sago Worm? Okay. I mean, this thing doesn't really hurt that much, but like, I'm just trying to walk around here. I was just actually looking at a creature from over here. I have no idea what this creature is, and I got attacked from behind by another creature that I have no idea what is. So apparently, Divine RPG just adds a whole lot of creatures that I don't know what are. So this is a miner from Divine RPG. Okay. Yep. No idea. Also, skeleton in a tree. So I found something. Moss stone. I actually need this. Let me kill this guy real quick. So this moss stone will actually be able to be used to get the Mending Moss, which is fantastic. I'm actually glad I found some natural generation of it. I wasn't expecting to see any actual natural generation, but I don't know what biome this is. This is Magical Forest. I don't know what mod adds this, but, you know, not a default biome by any means. Oh, goodness. Come on. Kill this. I can't hit him. That was weird. Alright. Not very magical. Not very magical. I repeat, not very magical. Run. Oh, goodness. Almost died there. Not very magical. Can confirm. There is spawners under the trees. Alright. I'm gonna head back. I didn't find a single Enderman. So, you know, kind of lackluster on that one. Alright, so we made it back to the base, and I'm going to make up Mending Moss. So, balls of moss are the first thing we need. And I don't know if we'll actually be able to do this fully, but I guess we will try. So we might not have enough resources to actually do this yet. Let's see here. So I think I don't have any sugarcane, right? Just the stuff that I just harvested. All right, so that means we're going to need to plant some of this. So I think we can just go plant some at the shore here. But yeah, I have not found a single Enderman. I think our real resort is going to be Ender Lilies. If we can find those, I mean, I highly doubt we'll be able to find those over an Enderman, because those are even rarer than Enderman. But, you know, who knows? We may find an Enderman soon. We may find an Ender Lily soon. Genuinely, no idea. I really was hoping I could be able to find an Enderman or two so we can get some fluid tanks, some ender tanks. But I also know we need blaze rods. So we're going to have to go back to the nether soon. But I think I want to get my armor a little bit better before we do that. So let's actually focus on that after I plant all this. Alright, so for now, we're going to hold off on Mending Moss. We do have the balls of moss we need for our armor, so that's fine. We'll just need to now wait and actually getting the bookshelves. Actually, let me do one thing. Hold on, be right back. Alright, so I forgot I had a village over here with a librarian, so I should be able to right-click, and I can't do any more. So I've got two, so we're going to put this on our helmet and our boots, I think, for now. And I think that's fantastic. And for now, actually, I guess I could take one of these, because they don't disappear, right? So we just need one. And of course, we can replace the piece we broke, right? The actual wood pieces. That's fine. The leather and the paper are what we are lacking on. Alright. So let's get back to the base. Let's get this on the armor. Let's look at the reinforced plates, because apparently we need better armor. Alright, so we're back here, and I quickly want to bring your attention that I have upgraded, or leveled up, the armor, right? Because I was taking a ton of damage, so we actually have another modifier, and we're level comfortable. So we're actually going to take off, actually, what is the... Okay, so these are actually the lower compared to everything because I don't have emerald on them. So we're going to do... Oh, can I not do this? Why are you... Oh, yeah, because you need to be over here. I forget. Very picky, isn't it? Okay, so that's Mending Moss. And I can... They didn't say I could stack that. Okay, yeah, so we're not going to stack it, but we can. I don't know what we can stack it up to. that's pretty cool. All right, and of course, let's actually repair this a little bit here. Helmet and boots. So this, Manyullyn. All right, so 1 ingot. That was perfect. Another ingot. And for now, we'll actually, we'll see how good the Mending Moss is on this stuff before we repair anything. All right. So how do we upgrade this armor more, right? So now we have 1 less modifier on the chest plate. We're going to have to kind of be picky here until we get, more modifier slots or anything of that sort. So if we look at modifiers, right? So we've got resistant, which is just general resistance. Reduced damage from all attacks require only 1 modifier, not compatible with other resistance. Okay? So there's resistance, blast resistance, projectile resistance, fire resistance. I personally think I would want to get fire, which is fire and lava, right? Because I've seen a lot of creatures attack with fire. But let's see. So we'll need a fire resistance thing. So fire resistance. It's this thing right here. So this does require blaze powder, which is going to be a problem because I haven't found any blazes. So with that in mind, what is a resistance? Like general resistance. So at constructors, so resistance modifier is a ton of iron. Yikes. So fire resistance, there's projectile resistance, blast resistance. All right, so let's go for... Ooh, what do we want to do now? Because I definitely don't have enough iron for that. And I don't really have a lot of resources for the other ones as well. Let's go for 2 of them. 2 full pieces of resistance general. And we'll put those on our pants. I think that should be good. And then we can do projectile, fire, and blast, right? I think that covers like a general spectrum. And I don't know how much protection you get. I don't know anything about that, but I know we need some aluminum brass. So aluminum brass is copper and aluminum, which I don't know if we have a lot of aluminum. Right, I think I discovered that we don't have a lot of aluminum. I might have to increase the rate at which aluminum generates. But for now, it should be fine. Alright, let's go for that. Right? More aluminum than copper. Yeah, I did that backwards. Hold on. It'll be fine if we have more copper in there, honestly. Alright. But I am really disappointed that we have to kind of wait to get fire resistance. I figured we'd probably need to, but I was hoping we wouldn't have to. But that is a-okay. Let's actually get some of this stuff smelted. So I've been killing a lot of animals just so we can actually kind of keep a food stockpile. Because we're going to need a food stockpile here. So 1, 2, 3. And of course we're going to need obsidian for this, which I should have a decent chunk of obsidian. But I think we'll just do 4 pieces for now. Alright, let's see here. So, obsidian. And the recipe is this. No, this in the middle. And then iron blocks here. So 1, 2. We're just going to do 2 of these for right now. Then we're going to grab our pants. Alright, let's check this. So resistance. Additional protection against all attacks, right? So now if we grab this, can I put more resistance? Okay, and that's going to take only one modifier slot. So it doesn't actually stack. Like, it doesn't actually increase the modifiers we need. Perfect. So do I want to just go for 3? No. Let's actually work on getting, like, the other types as well. So this one is our next one, which is projectile. Okay. And we're just going to put that on our boots. So there. Okay. So we've got projectile, we've got general resistance, and then blast resistance is the only one that I need. So let's actually go 1, 2. And we're actually going to need some bricks here. So I need 8 bricks in total. And you know, the weird thing is we actually have to get food normally instead of just getting it out of chests. It's going to take some getting used to. But alright, I'm going to let this smelt and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we have everything we need for the blast resistance, right? So put these things here, this here, obsidian, 2 blast resistance, perfect. So we're going to put this on our helmet. So let's take this off. I kind of wish you could access the actual armor here instead of just like a preview. That would be pretty cool, so I don't have to actually take it off every time. But, you know, I don't believe this mod's actually being updated to current versions probably for a long while, because it's going to be rewritten, especially because I think Tinker's is basically brand new at that point. Since 1.8 or 1.16, they basically updated it with the melter and all that stuff. So yeah, that probably means that this mod would come much, much later down the line. So it's still a pretty interesting mod overall, though. So we've got blast resistance, general resistance, projectile resistance, and now we just need fire resistance, which means we are going to have to go to the nether. I'm going to hold off on that for a minute. I'm going to try and get some more leather, because I want to get a knapsack, and I need a few more pieces of leather for that. I have the actual rabbit's hide, so I'm going to grab that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's craft up a crusher from Actually Additions. I'm going to use this to actually get some blaze powder from the blaze rods that I harvested from blazes. And I think we're just going to go throw in 4 of these for now. Actually, yeah, I'll get more later. But the crusher will give us 4 per, of course, which is fantastic. This is the actual recipe. And of course, there's a double crusher, which is fantastic to look into as well. You know, of course, we have like the macerator, the pulverizer, you know, a whole bunch of other things. I believe Mechanism has its own crusher. So there's definitely a lot of options for getting, you know, blaze powder. But, you know, since we have Actually Addition stuff, might as well just go with it, right? Let's now check out. Let's see here. So I'm going to need 2 more of these. 1, 2. And this will give us some fire protection, right? That's kind of where we're going with this. Let's see. Is the obsidian in here? It is. Okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These 2. Blaze powder. There we go. And we also have the ability to do another Mending Moss. So let's actually just place this down over in this area. Let's just place this right here. Oh, my pickaxe is broken. I forgot. Yeah, it broke whenever I was in the nether. So I do need to get Mending Moss for that as well. Alright, I think the Mending Moss is in here. Yes, it is. Alright, so there's another one. And we're going to toss this onto our actual pickaxe, I believe, for now, instead of our armor. Just so that way we can actually repair our pickaxe a little bit better. Sound fantastic? We'll probably get Mending Moss on legitimately every tool we have, but for now, that's what we can do. Alright, so we're going to toss this in here. Fire resistance, and of course, fire resistance 2. So we have basically blast resistance, fire resistance, general resistance, and projectile resistance. So we should be a little bit better equipped to take on a lot of things. Also, real quick, between this segment and last, I did change out the mini-map mod to try and see if I could actually locate some Endermen. This mod, the Xeros, I believe is the actual name of the mod, is actually separate mini-map and world map. So these are actually two different mods. But I think this actually works out a little bit better because, of course, you can see all the icons. Pretty sure there's a zoom in function as well. Let's see. What is the zoom in function? No, category. There's a whole bunch of stuff to look at and with this one, especially because you could toggle slime chunks and stuff, which I'm not going to do. I don't really care too much about seeing slime chunks. You know, I'll probably find them myself if I need to. We're just going to shift plus here so we can actually zoom in a little bit. But yeah, you can see entities. You can actually see cave levels. Whole bunch of fancy stuff. And I think this is the one we're going to stick with in this pack. I've completely removed Map Writer just because, honestly, I don't really like it that much. And, yeah. So, what next? So I think I want to look at Bonsai Trees. So this mod I added just because I think it'd be pretty cool to have like a little tree farm with these. I think I've done this in the past, but I'm not 100% sure. It may not have been a recent video, so it may not be public anymore. But basically, this mod allows for you to grow trees in one block, basically, right? That's kind of the gist of this. So you can actually plant a lot of different trees, as you can see here. It is compatible with a lot of different mods, even Tropicraft, which is pretty cool. So there's a little rubber tree too. So if you wanted IC2, you know, you could have like a little rubber farm using that. And there, of course, is different stuff here. So you can see that there is a 10% chance that that varies from grass block to dirt block, right? And I believe there is a Silk Touch modifier, isn't there? There's like a Silk Gem. This thing right here, Silky Jewel. This is actually how you would get Silk Touch with Tinker's Construct. So if we wanted to, we could actually get, you know, Silk Touch on a shovel and actually get grass. I don't think I have any other way to really get grass in here, right? But I don't have the ability to do that because I don't have any emeralds really. So let's see. Yeah, there's no other way really. All right, I was just looking. Unless we found that Enderman, which, you know, not been finding any of those guys. Okay, so let's just make one. Well, you know, let's get this going here. So we'll grab a piece of dirt. And we're actually going to need a chest. And we got the hopper one, just so it actually auto-ejects. And I think we're just going to place this right here. Place this here. Place the piece of dirt, not on the ground, in the pot. So just right-click. And then grab a sapling. Let's just go oak. And you can see this little tiny tree growing. And of course, this does take time. Getting a Torturino would probably be pretty cool to have, you know, just a group of these, a Torturino to make it faster. And yeah, of course, this will take, you know, a decent chunk of time. I don't actually know if it tells you each individual one. Okay, so 30 seconds. So yeah, some of these are 1 minute, some are 30. Let's see, anything. So it looks like 30 is like the default. Tinker's has got the minute-long ones. All right. I don't know why my boots just came off, but okay. But yeah, so we're basically got a little tree farm. Of course, this won't be, you know, as great because we won't get wood every single time, and it'll only give us one piece of wood every single time if we had the 100%. So keep that in mind. It's just a nifty little thing. And I think that'll be good, just kind of like AFK kind of tree farm type of thing, so we don't have to worry about it in the future. Let's see here. So I'm just going to toss some of this stuff away. All right, so let's actually look at getting our tools to be a bit better, right? I think that's where I want to go now. Let me... I don't think any of this stuff will mess with any of this, but I think I want to empty this real quick. Oh, no, I didn't. Actually, I don't guess it really matters. We'll probably use it sooner or later. The blank cast, by the way, can also make reinforcement, which is unbreaking for tools, by the way. Just so you guys know. And then the rest of these are, of course, Constructor's Armory. Just something to know. But yeah, let's put that in there. And let's go grab some Fluiducts, because that just went... I wish there was like a smart drain from Tinkers, you know, like, hey, this can't make a full block, don't send it. I kind of wish there was something like that. I think that'd be a pretty nifty addition to Tinkers. I think even the modern Tinkers, I believe, would even be beneficial for that. So, you know. I can't wait for 1.19 Tinkers. I think 1.16 was pretty cool, especially because the Foundry, I messed with that in Cave Factory, I believe, and the fact that you could get like different types of molten metals from melting one type of molten, or from one type of chunk or whatever. I think that was actually a pretty cool thing. I think it kind of adds a little bit of balance, and it gives you a reason to kind of progress through Tinkers a little bit more. And, you know, automating that was actually pretty interesting as well. A little difficult, but it was still interesting nevertheless. Also, something else I wanted to look at is a charger. Let's see. So we've got... I thought actually Edition should have... Empowerer... Charger... Item Repairer. There's an Item Repairer? Ooh, snazzy. There's also item lasers. I forgot about that, actually. Yeah, but I'm not seeing anything that's talking about charging. So, I think like a mechanism or Ender IO. There's like a simple wired charger, which needs electrical steel. That's a little far away. I don't know. Anyway, we've got this cleared. Let's actually grab some cobalt and ardite. So cobalt, ardite, and I'll probably need to get more of these sooner or later. But let's look at some of this stuff here. So materials in you, right? This is your Tinker's Guide to basically everything. And I want to look at Manyullyn, okay? So I believe, yeah, seeing how much extra this does, this is like your tool binding, right? That little... this little thing, yeah, binding cast, would be giving you more durability. So if we got Ardite there, be fantastic. Of course, this does better in stone. Literally wants to absorb it for durability. Pretty cool. We also have, of course, the Manyullyn handle. We have the head. Let's see. Which one's better, actually? So you've got better mining speed with Manyullyn. Okay, so I think I'd go with Manyullyn. Ardite for the handle. I'm pretty sure in this version you could go with paper if you wanted to take that, and that would actually give you more modifiers. But I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to shoot for... well, I mean, I guess I could if we have Mending Moss already on the pickaxe. I guess we could. I don't think that'd be a terrible thing. But let's just get 3 and 3. Actually, let's just go more. Right? 6, 12. Okay, no, not this bottom row. So, I think we should be able to get a pickaxe head made of Manyullyn. I think that's kind of the first thing. That's a given. So this, and this. We're not going to upgrade the hammer. I think we're going to upgrade our base tools. We also still need to get a sword, you know, made up. That would actually be pretty decent as well. Just because at the end of the day, it would be able to do more damage than the rupee sword. Because, I mean, what? Yeah, it's 12 attack damage. I believe Manyullyn 8.72. During combat, you deal more and more damage, but also consume more and more durability. See, I don't like that. So I don't think I'd want Manyullyn for a sword. I'd probably go with something else. Maybe Cobalt? I don't know. That one's kind of up in the air because I don't really want to just have a whole bunch of damage. Unless I get Mending Moss, then maybe. Mending Moss would, I think, would probably be the only way to actually get that kind of balance where doing more damage during, you know, the more damage to the sword when you're in combat. I think that's kind of just really, really counterproductive. All right, so we got one more ingot in here. But none of this stuff's going to be used for combat, so we should be good. So there's the pickaxe head. And I'm actually going to smelt down some Ardite by itself here so we can actually get some bindings. I don't know how many bindings I actually need. I need to look at that. So if we look here, pickaxe has one, shovel has one, and axe has one. So we need 3. So that's not too bad. All right, let's toss these away here. And I think the handle, right? I said Manyullyn. Yeah, Manyullyn. Yeah, Manyullyn. Okay. All right, so let's get 1. I probably should just make a sword during this, but you know, 2. 3. Did I not do a shovel head? I thought I just made a shovel head, didn't I? Apparently not. Shovel head. All right, and then we're going to need 3 of these. 1. 2. All right, let's actually grab this stuff out of here. And then 3. Come on. All right, so we should now be able to upgrade our shovel, right? Can we put more than 1? Yeah, we could just basically replace all of this. Hey, no, the bindings. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. I forgot. Ardite's what I wanted. Let me grab those and I'll be right back. All right, so we've got the Ardite pieces now, and this will actually keep all of your XP and everything, which is fantastic. But we can actually see here, if we take this stuff off, this will actually show how much durability we have by default. So we have 1,000. Put this in here, immediately 2,000. Put this in here. Oh, that actually kind of sucks. Man, bone might just be the best option. I think I might stick with bone. Right? Because, like, let's actually look up bone handle. What's up with bone handle? Bone tool. Yeah, this thing. So the reason it is because it has a modifier of 1.1. Okay, and this has a modifier of 0.5. Okay, that's why. Alright, and the modifier, if you actually look, I believe here, if you hover over this, how suitable the tool material is as a handle. The tool durability of this tool will be multiplied by this. So basically, the bone is probably going to be the best, unless we have a higher modifier in here, which, so like Ardite is 1.4, but then again, it gives you negative. Let's see. There's Electrum, which gives you 1.1. Magical Wood, which gives you 1. Pink Slime would actually be pretty decent as a handle. It'll wash off. That's pretty interesting. Reinforced Pink Slime would give you 2.5. Okay, so I'm seeing that if we went for Industrial Foregoing, we would actually be able to get a pretty decent set of handles, right? And I don't think that's, I think that's it, right? Because, yeah, Ardite gives us a pretty decent extra piece. So we got to keep this one in mind. That would actually be pretty decent as a handle. Huh. The tool mines faster the higher its mining level is above the required one. Well, our mining level is pretty high. But yeah, I think 2.5 is all I'm seeing, right? But that is something to keep in mind. It really, really is. So like 1 for wood, that's a pretty decent handle. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Pulsating iron, conductive iron, vibrant. So energetic alloy would be pretty, I guess not, because the durability is minus. Okay. But yeah, keep that in mind. That's kind of why bone is so good. And I didn't realize that this was actually pretty much terrible. But we can actually smelt this back down. So if we throw the Ardite piece on here, right? This will actually get rid of the copper piece. And if we actually look at copper, where was copper in here? I know I saw it. Let's see if we actually... Yeah, right here. So copper is 1.05, or no, 100 durability. We're looking at the bottom one. And this is 400. I could keep this on here, the copper piece, because this actually gives you XP. But I'm not really too worried about that right now. So let's just get more durability. Okay, and then axe, throw this on here, throw this on here. And we've already jumped up a decent chunk. And we've also got a better mining level. Right? So this here, and we actually get a pretty decent mining speed with this one. And then this here, and of course, throw the handle on there, show you just how bad the durability gets. And actually, it reduces the attack damage and stuff like that as well. So if you were worried about a sword, this definitely wouldn't be good for it. All right. So we've got better tools, right? I definitely would love to look more into the reinforced pink slime in the future. I think that would actually be pretty cool. What's dense? So I think this would actually be pretty nifty to look at for a head as well. I mean, yeah, it's got a diamond speed, but if we look at Manyullyn, right, this gives kind of iffy on the head because you get 820 and 7, right? This gives you 2,808. So if we were to put this on like our axe, our hammer, well, maybe not our hammer, axe, shovel, right? Because you don't really need anything higher than iron or really stone on an axe or a shovel. You're not mining anything that's harder than that, really. So something like this would actually be just absolutely perfect. And I do want to look at bows. Bows would actually be pretty cool, but that's a whole other ball game. There is, the actual pieces you need for the outside of the bow. So the actual bow part, right, the outside, and then you've got the string, which is all this, and then you've actually got the fletchings for the arrows. There's a whole thing, and then of course modifiers for all of your tools. So there's a lot to look into, right? And I kind of want to just keep gearing up, just because honestly, I think we're gonna die a lot in this pack, and it's gonna be kind of irritating. So getting gear early is definitely what I'm thinking. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.